Tick-tock, come on and sing your song. Little ladies feel the rude fight for my delight, 'cause I'm the grandmaster of PMC. 3MC, so chug the house for the young ladies. The women do, the ladies fight for my delight, 'cause I'm the grandmaster of 3MC, so chug the house for the ladies.
Take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the weed and take off. So high I cannot see Adolf. Now I got these rappers all breaking up a sweat, 'cause every time I get up on the mic I come correct. And I learned it from the best, always dressing something fresh. Looking for a little dime, big button, nice chest. Yes, they heard I used to rock Guess, but now I'm rocking clothes that ain't in the stores yet. Travel back in time, I'm in a vortex, trying to make it work out, think I need more reps. Used to take a bus, now the boy board jets, 'cause kids got me buzzing like a fucking hornet. They say I got next, tell them that I got now. It's all Disney, boy, my family proud. Make them say L, make them say O. The hoes that tell me yes, the same ones that tell you no. Whoa, I ain't just an average Joe, way above the average flow. Boy, my life is most dope. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Pursuit to be happy, don't be laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesy from cheek to cheek, ay, ay. And I ain't gonna wait for nothing, 'cause that just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better, this gon' be the best day ever. If it ain't about a dream, then it ain't about me. Go a couple full weeks without a good night's sleep. Imagination, making musical creation, a journey that I'm facing, plus the paper that I'm chasing got me crazy.
We're live, baby. Good morning.
But there's nothing that you changing. Thumbs up or maintaining, no complaining when it's raining. I'll be in another.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy
I ain't
Monday.
gonna play
Chat
around
to the
no
chat,
more.
chat,
Find
chat.
the difference from the ground and the floor. If we gotta fight, I'll be down for the war. Thumbs up, homie, I'll be sure.
Guys, check it out.
Life takes me, find me with a smile. Pursuit to be happy, don't be laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesy from cheek to cheek, ay, ay. And I ain't gonna wait for nothing, 'cause that just ain't my style.
I did this all myself.
Get better, this gon' be the best day ever.
I actually, guys, these hexagons, those hexagons, I tried to shape them like a big rake, right? So guys, imagine this, right? I literally tried to shape these like a rake. Like a rake. I tried to shape those hexagon lights like a rake. It looked like a wiener. So we couldn't do that because the only feedback I would have gotten is, why do you have a wiener on your wall? Why do you have a wiener on your wall? So we didn't go with the rake shape. We tried. It was going to be a rake like that. It was going to be a rake like that. But then it looked like a wiener. And so there was nothing we could do about that. The frame looks more crooked than it is. It looks real crooked to you guys. It's a little crooked. Unfortunately, the camera's also a little crooked, and that shit's held up with double-sided tape. I couldn't take it off even if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Oh, good morning, my friends. How are we? Chat to the chat, chat. I do need some cable hiders, guys. Yes. I need to hide these cables. I need to get something on that TV. I don't know what, though. Like what? Oh, shit. I just turned the wrong monitor off. Guys, that's the problem. My monitor that I use on the side, they both use the same remote. It's very frustrating. It's actually very frustrating. When I turn one on, the other turns off. It's actually quite frustrating if we're being honest. Oh, good morning, my friends. I hope everybody is doing great today. Okay. You are right. This is the definition of first world problems, but you're right. All right, you're right. It's a first world problem. Oh, good morning, my friends. I hope everybody is doing great today. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I'm logged in to the right account here. All right, boom. Oh, good morning, my friends. I hope we're all doing great today. Let me get this screen loaded up. Guys, I'm pretty horny bullish. There's really not much else to say. I want the market to go up today. I am pretty horny bullish. I might even trade options on the QQQ because I am looking at this daily chart and I'm horny. All right, I'm horny. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say, but I think this market moves higher today. The nice part is, guys, is we have a wonderful tool called the opening print, and perhaps, not perhaps, but we can utilize that opening print to our advantage. That being said, we're getting a daily 1, 2, 3 with a potential gap over red. Like, I'm horned up. Let's just call a spade, guys. All right. Jake's initial thoughts. First note of the day. I am horny. And I know you might be thinking, Jake, what does that have to do with quite literally anything? Well, my friends, I'm so addicted to the charts that this means more to me than anything else. I am ready to rock. I have a little bit of horny bull syndrome. We shall see, right? There is still the odds that we get a daily bearish candle that would look like this. Okay? I'm not ruling that out, that we get some red bar that just straight sells off today. Okay, again, I'm not ruling that out. This is what that would look like. That's what the daily chart would look like if we get a red bar that sells off today. I'm not so sure that happens. My gut says we go higher, like potentially significantly higher. So I am shooting a shot today. I'm taking a risk. I am going to be looking for longs up into 737s on the Qs, and really on the NQ, that is this 342 targets, the overnight highs. So hopefully we can get a move up until there. But I'll be honest with you guys, dead honest, dead blunt, dead. Hey, for real, between you and I, just between you and Meezies, guys, between you and Meezies, I think the market can go way higher today. I'm not saying it will. But it can. It absolutely can. I don't like nuclear. Let's just say the market decides to put some Thor level energy in this bitch. I'm not ruling out 575. I'm not. Now, the flip side can happen. We can't have this weakness, right? That's why we're being patient. We're being slow, right? But I'm looking at this, guys. I'm thinking we can get, I'm at least potential, and maybe this is just because I'm a little too horned up right now. I'm thinking 575s on the table. To the downside, I actually think 059 could also be on the table on NQ. But I'm a little bit more excited by this 575. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I have no idea if it's going to happen. Okay? But I actually think that there is a legitimate chance that that's on the table today. Right? I think there's a legitimate chance that that's on the table today. I'm looking at the NQ daily chart. Pull this up here. I'm looking at the NQ daily chart. I'm wondering, can we get a daily 1, 2, 3 like that? I'm not saying it has to happen, but that is one idea of what I'm watching out for today, my friends. All right? So Jake's initial thoughts, guys, is Jake's horny. Jake's bullish over the opening print. Under the opening print, I don't really care to do anything. If we're over the opening print, I'm horny. I'm excited. I think that we could potentially make a nice move. If we are under the opening print, I don't care. I'll just wait. I'll sit there and I'll be patient. All right. So checking in on gold, guys, I don't have a ton to say on gold because gold is in a bit of a range here, and I don't necessarily expect the giga breakout today. I think gold will be a little bit better if we go sideways for 1 to 2 more days, and then we look for the bigger breakout, right? So I'm going to be keeping an eye on gold, but it is not my primary watch today, all right? Gold is we'll keep a rough eye on it, but it is not my primary watch. So we got that. The ES, I think, looks fantastic as well. I think the ES could get an upside break here. And we'll see, guys. We'll see how it all shakes out. But I don't mind the ES if it's really weak. Like if we open up and put in a big 15-minute red bar, then maybe we could see a downside trade in the ES. Again, I'm not ruling that out, guys. I don't see it likely enough for me to really put some pre-market weight into it. And if we're gonna get a setup like this, like we'll be able to tell. I don't think we need to rush into that pre-market, right? So I quite literally just covered gold, like maybe not even 75 seconds ago, and I covered the daily chart. So I would maybe just zoom back 76 seconds and you'll get my exact, like word for word, what I say on the gold daily chart. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. But I'm not very interested. YM is weak today. A little bit of weakness in the YM. Still, guys, the YM to me has not been interesting for like 10 days. And truthfully, it's still not really interesting. We just went sideways for a bunch. So I'm not really interested in the YM. Maybe it makes a move and proves me wrong. I think the RTY looks better. But I think we got a good looking, guys, we have a really nice daily chart on the NQ. The grass is not always greener, all right? We have a really nice chart on the NQ here. That's where I'm going to be keeping my eye out today, okay? NQ and ES are where the watches are for the day, all right? That's where I'm keeping my watches. ES could just go nuclear, so could the NQ. So that's where I'm keeping an eye, my friends. Good morning, chat. Do have a little bit of an announcement to be made, too. I don't think it's the best prop firm for everyone just because the intraday trailing drawdown is hard. That being said, it's my favorite prop firm to trade. It's the firm that I am up the most money with this year. It's my favorite firm to trade with. TPT, Take Profit Trader, just had some really great updates, guys. Right now, I think it's just a test phase. They are only taking place for this week only. I'm not going to lie. I've bought 6 already, and I plan to buy more, and we'll trade a bunch of them today. But evals are now 3 days instead of 5. So you can now pass evals in 3 days instead of 5. I think that is fantastic. What was the other change that they had? Oh, instead of 40% off, it's 50% off. So TPT with some pretty awesome rule changes just for this week only. I think they're testing and they are seeing whether or not this is a good. I think they're testing and seeing whether or not the math works for them on this, right? TPT has been running the exact same model with only one account style for like 6 years. So they're running some testing here, right? It will stay 3 days. Okay, the 3 days will stay. All right. So thank you for that correction. The 3 days will stay. It's the 50% that is only this week. Okay. So next week, I'm going to get yelled at. Where's the 50%? Where's the 50%? I don't know. All right. But that being said, I'm a big fan of this TPT change. Now 3 days instead of 5. Now 3 days instead of 5. So I'm still seeing the same rules on the splits and everything else, guys. These are the only rules that they have changed. And I'll put a stag here. Permanent change. That 3 to 5 day seems to be a permanent change. This is 1 week only. TPT is literally my favorite prop firm to personally trade with because they have the best live trader program out there. It is the firm that I am up the most with this year. I am up a lot of money with TPT. I love TPT. They are fucking fantastic. The only part that's hard is the intraday drawdown and funded. And in my eyes, I treat it more of like a game than that. Yeah, I'll give you guys the warning. All we need is end of day drawdown on TPT. If they have end of day drawdown, guys, their payout caps will shrink from 10. The entire program will change. There's 0% possibility to get end of day drawdown with the same $10,000. TPT is like the one of a very few firms where day one of being funded on any account size, you can make $10,000. And with request all 10, you'll get 8 of it. Basically, no other firm can you do that. The only way they can do that is with intraday trailing. So trust me, I would also love end of day trailing. It's not going to happen with the same, unless you want significantly smaller payout caps, way different rules, right? Changing that rule would lead to a bunch of different changes, right? So I love you guys. I just wouldn't expect that. I personally don't want that because I know that will make it go from 10K payout caps to 1K payout caps. And I don't want that. I'd rather deal with the intraday trailing and get to it. So, all right, my friends, good morning. I hope everybody is doing well today, baby. Let's get a little bit of AI music in the background. That way we don't get copyrighted. Super safe. Lower this music. Funded seat has a bit of a different structure in place. Funded seat, you do have to take a payout once you hit like the 4,500 mark. It's a little bit different. And so I love funded seat as well. It's just ever so slightly different. Yeah, all these firms, guys, they have small differences in them that are significant that make them the difference. But no, you can't do, TPT has some things you can't do at funded seat. Funded seat has some things. All these prop firms these days, guys, they just have minor differences of each other, right? Minor differences, right? Oh, good morning, my friends. I hope everybody is doing well. Yes, if you do want daily payouts, guys, but with end of day trailing drawdown, not intraday, Tradeify is the best for that. It's a $1,000 per day payout cap. but it's end of day drawdown, not intraday, right? So they have it available. It's just a smaller payout cap. It's a smaller payout cap. Good morning, everybody. Big Bear Carlos. Welcome. Well, I guess this is a great time for me to say what up to the chat. We got Boone Slinger in the chat, Zach in the chat, Gaius in the chat, Praj in the chat, Trader Bob in the chat, Mezone in the chat, TX in the chat, Iceman in the chat, SC in the chat, Ali's in the chat, Gators in the chat, Row Trades in the chat, Kyle, my dog in the chat, Mezone, Henry, Verdi, JTP, Soundcat Beats. What is good, my friends? What is good? What is good? What is good? Dude, I actually had one renew yesterday too. Just one, not three like you, but fuck. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Steve Royster, what's good? Brandon, what's good? Unorthodox SSI, let's go. What's good? Ricky Balaj. Dial, bro. Bud said he's horny. I'm going to be honest, guys. I am. And I'm so sorry about that. But look. Either people can... trading influencers can be honest with you or they can lie to you. Sometimes the charts get me horny. The other people can lie to you and say that doesn't happen. That's a them problem. You know what I mean? That's a them thing, right? I'd rather be straight up with you guys. TPT paid you? Yes, they did. I got my $36,000 from TPT. Thank you very much, TPT. That's why I think you guys and traders should go for live accounts with TPT. One big winning day, and you can set yourself up for the month. Now, I'll be honest. I'm not really satisfied. I'm just over, well, it depends on whether you're counting withdrawals or net profit, but I'm between the 40 to 50K mark on the month right now for August. I'm kind of fucking horny. Like, can we get to 75? Can we get there? I don't know, but I'm kind of horny and I want TPT to pay me more. So we'll see. What's up, Praga RS? My dog, L Trays, was good. Did we get a flag ready for the moon? What's good? I have a lot of different funded accounts, guys, but I usually only am entering trades with one account at a time, personally, just because that way I don't nuke them all together. You high every day? Yes, absolutely, but not before I trade. I'm not stoned right now. I've smoked zero marijuana before today's stream, my friends. Absolutely zero. Guys, we are 5 minutes away from market open. We've got two things that we literally legally have to do. For those of you that are new here, guys, first of all, thank you so much for being here. But second of all, I find the most fascinating part about these streams is the fact that we are like 1,000 strangers over the internet, all brought together by a common goal, right? All brought together by the fact that we want to pursue greatness. And there's a few different psychological pieces of a morning routine that I find very key to doing to get ourselves in the right mindset to trade, right? So the first one, the first thing that we do, guys, is a quote of the day, right? A quote of the day. And these quotes can vary from fictional characters to historical figures to real life people. Anything that I find inspiration from can be the quote of the day. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I watched Infinity War last night. And it just hit me, man. It just hit me. Gamora asks, what does it cost? A young baby Gamora. And Thanos responds, everything. In order to get everything he wanted, it costs everything. Okay, so if you right now are on the pursuit of greatness as a trader, my friends, what I look for in this quote is if you want the things that you want, if you want to achieve your goals, get ready to sacrifice everything. You got to put your head down and work. All right? You got to get in the lab and commit fully 100% to it. So our quote of the day, guys, comes from the GOAT. He's personally my second favorite all-time television or movie villain. And I love that. What did it cost? Everything. If you want to achieve the goals that you want, get ready to lock in, my friends. Get ready to sacrifice, all right? And then in addition to that, the last step of our morning routine for greatness is I just like to read 6 sentences out loud with you guys. I prefer if you read them with me. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? I keep them dragged off to the side here. If I can find them. All right, guys. Here are our 6 sentences, all right? Number 1. And I mean this, it sounds corny. I don't give a shit. Read these back to me, all right? 1, I will not overtrade. 2, my self-worth is not determined by one day's P&L. 3, one trade does not define who I am. 4, I will respect and value money. 5, I will not cheat the game or myself. And 6, I will train like the trader I aim to be before I become them. All right? All right, guys. Market is about to open in about 90 seconds. Everybody, let's get ready. Let's lock the mother in. Let's get it. Let's eat. All right. All right, guys. Let's lock the in. Lock in. We got markets opening in 19 seconds. My friends, I urge you all, take a deep breath, all right? Take a deep breath, take a deep breath, take a deep breath. And you get moved over. We are live, my friends. ES immediately a strong push to the upside. Let's take it slow, guys. No rush. I do like this look from the NQ, and I am going to be watching for longs. Guys, we are seeing some instant strength out of the NQ. I'm not going to lie. That is potentially appealing to me. We are holding above the yesterday's open. Just going to try and keep it slow, my friends. There's no need to rush. I am pretty bullish, but that doesn't mean I need to rush. Let's see what we can get today, my friends. My number one villain of all time in any television or movie series, guys, is Henry Creel from Stranger Things, aka Vecna. I believe he's the best villain in television or movie history, particularly with season 4. All right, guys, good patience so far. And someone asked about my TPT accounts. Yeah, guys, I only trade 150K accounts. Not only with TPT, but in general anymore. Yeah, guys, I trade the 150 accounts partially because of the drawdown, but also mainly because my goal with every prop firm is to be moved live. And if I want to be moved live, once you get moved live, you get way more drawdown in the 150K accounts. All right, guys, I'm trying to be patient here today. I don't mind the NQ, but I'll tell you what, the ES looks pretty shitty. Coming down for yesterday's low right now. Guys, I kind of want to try along in the NQ. I'm going to wait a second to see if we can get back over the opening print, but this is absolutely a top watch for me. Oh, guys, maybe make sure I'm logged into the right account that has an... All right, guys, I am going to try the NQ, I think. It's an early entry, but I really like it. We got this 2-minute buy off the opening print. I also have a couple of QQQ daily calls. We'll see if this works out or not, guys, but I'm kind of like hands off now, and I just want to see, do we just get the day that I think we might be able to up into these highs? And that's just like the first spot. And we'll see if it all works out or not, but could be rejecting the opening print here, which is the not great scenario of this trade. I don't think I haven't. I miscalculated my drawdown here. I thought I'd have 4,500 to that low, but I do not. So I'll eat this stop. All right, guys, I'm out. I ate the stop. We'll see about a re-entry, but I'm going to take it easy for a second. All right, I'm okay with my shot, my friends. 2-minute higher low potential off the opening print. I'm good with shooting that shot all day, every day. But now we'll be patient and see if that's if we'll see where we go from here. But I'm out everything. This was just the little try. How's gold doing? I am. Oh, if I don't you dare do this to me, NQ. Don't do it, Brody. I prefer this to just go down now. That way I don't get cuck-chaired. On a Monday. I'm definitely willing to try again, guys, by the way. Bro, we might have gotten cuck-chaired on a Monday, guys. I might just re-enter the options and just leave them. All right. Yeah, I might re-enter on futures, but I am just going to take an options trade for all of you out there. Jake doesn't trade options. Jake doesn't trade options. Jake is in options. Either they're going to go to zero or they're going to be worth $10 bajillion. Get me up to these highs. All right, I'm so over the AI music already. Someone says, Jake, full port along, brother. What do you think I'm doing? I'm in. I'm in. The port is full. The port is super full, guys. The port is crazy full. We're in the long. My port is indescribably full. Okay, wait. That came across a little weird. My only fear is that we can reject the opening print right here. We really need to hold above this green line, guys. You gotta stay fly. Two-minute sell is not ideal, but if this can pivot, then we'll be all right. GC is still not really moving much today, guys. I'm just focused on the NQ, man. That's it for now. We really want to get back above the opening print. Under the low of day is undesirable. All right, guys, this is what we don't want to see. The QQQ rejecting the opening print is basically the one way in which this can really start to go against us. So we want to see this hold again, get back over the green line. I will say, I don't mind. The YM is trying to survive. Maybe that strength can drag us up a little bit. Or maybe it starts to pull back and that brings the NQ up. We'll see. We shall see, my friends. Let's see what we can get. I just don't like the opening print rejections. We really need to get back above there. Single stock futures has still not had the greatest volume. I'm telling you, these guys should have hired me to market it instead of doing it themselves. This is the volume, guys. This is what the Apple chart looks like for single stock futures right now. So it's still not tradable. I think they made a fundamental mistake in the marketing of it. I don't think people know that these exist, quite frankly. Which is really annoying. I mean, I want to go long on Tesla futures as much as the next guy, but check out this chart pattern, guys. They call it the Billy Bob Thornton. Bald Billy Bob Thornton. You're buzzing all over me. All right, guys, I might try the NQ one more time. Please excuse my screen. I gotta log out and log in. All right, here we go. I don't know that she's gone. Someone connect me. Come on. I got some TPT evals I'm trying to trade. All right, there we go. All right, well, I wanted to go long at 200 30 points ago. But I am going to try it still here. Met her at a backyard block party by the bar. All right, this one's the one that needs to be replaced. Oh, what the fuck? I thought this was the one that needed to be... What the hell is happening? We are over the opening print, guys, which helps our QQQ position. She was looking at me like she knew I was. She was buzzing all over me. She was buzzing all over me. She was buzzing all over me like she fell in love. Oh my gosh, guys, I love these TPT accounts. The 150Ks are $180. Oh my God, they're so fucking cheap. Jesus, $180. Good Lord. 150K accounts are all I do at TPT personally, just because then when I go live, I get the bigger drawdown. All right, guys, let's get this bread, baby. The one place to watch out for that could be concerning about a potential failure is the previous high of day. If/when we get up there, I would really like for that to keep going higher. This really just might be one of the greatest songs in the history of the Discoverable universe. Cooking with Ken, let's lock in. I hate my entry here. I really wanted to get filled right there, but that's okay. You're the sunflower. Where my eagle eyes at? I need my eagle eyes. I love Sunflower so much.
We cut the legs off of our pants, threw our shoes into the ocean, sit back and wait through the daylight, sit back and wait through the daylight, slip and slide on subway grades, these shoes are cool, man, it's ice skate, fall through like change in the daylight, fall through like change in the daylight, I miss ya, the lines in my road, some color on my metro, maybe I'll paint them in myself, maybe I'll paint them in myself, maybe I'll paint them in myself.
Good morning, my friends. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for being here. Don't love this potential failure, guys. We really want us to hold the green line, the opening print. I know, I love this song, the Daylight one. Epic song. Guys, the best way to handle the intraday trailing drawdown, we've talked about this a ton of times before. I know some people are newer here. Let me try and just find the copy paste of it. Look on the screen and screenshot it. This is how you should manage risk with prop firms, and specifically how you can do it with TPT. Either one, you size it up and you try to get over it quickly. You play the ROI game. You're more worried about your return on investment, not about losing a singular account. In order to do that, though, you need capital and a proven track record. The safer approach is to mimic a personal account. So risk sub 10% of the available drawdown. If you have a 50K account on TPT, that would be risking about $200 per trade. If you do that math, the intraday trailing should really not affect you very much. Boom. Check it out. Screenshot it. Sorry, let me put it in a better looking spot. All right, here we go. Hold on 1 second. All right, screenshot it now. Now it's by itself on the screen.
This is family business, and this is for the family that can't be with us. And this is for my cousin locked down, know the answers in us. That's why I spit it in my song, so sweet like a photo of your granny's picture. Now that you're gone, and hit us. Super hard on Thanksgiving and Christmas, this can't be right. Yeah, you heard the track I did, man, this can't be life. Somebody please say grace so I could save face and have a reason to cover my face. I even made you a plate. Soul food, know how granny do it. Monkey bread on the side, know how the family do it. When I brought it, why the car had to look all through it. As kids, we
really want to hold above the opening print, guys. Underneath the green line is not good vibes.
You tell me you ain't did it, then you ain't did it. And if you did, then that's family business. Everybody standing with us. Come on, let's take a family Grammy picture. Abby, remember when they ain't believe in me? Now she like, see, that's my cousin on TV. Now we getting it, and we gon' take it, and they gon' hate it, and I'm his favorite. I can't deny.
I really love this. Is one of my. This is probably my favorite all-time Kanye West song. ES is basically the only problem. I think the NQ looks fantastic. The ES just looks like a little dumbass. If we could fix the ES, I feel like we'd be rich. But the ES wants to drag the NQ down. Like you ain't took a bath with your cousin, fit 3 in the bed. If it's 6 of y'all, I'm talking about 3 by the head and 3 by the leg. But you ain't have to tell my girl I used to pee in the bed. Come out and all the children say. If we lose the open, that's the bad sign, guys. That's what we don't want to do. And my niggas ain't my guys, they my family, dog. I feel like one day you'll understand me, dog. You can still love your man and be manly, dog. You ain't gotta get heated at every 15 minutes still looks fine, but still. My Uncle Ray and Aunt Sheila always performing. Second she storm out, then he storming. Y'all gon' sit down, have a good time this reunion, and drink some wine like communion, and act like everything fine. And if it isn't, we ain't letting everybody in our family business. Diamond ring, they don't mean nothing. All the things, they don't mean nothing. All the glitter is not gold. Gold is not reality. No, I didn't crash the neighbor's party. Although basically everyone DM'd me and said that Puerto Ricans are like that. If you're, apparently if Puerto Ricans are having a party and you're a neighbor, it's almost disrespectful if you don't go invite yourself over. So maybe I probably should have gone over and invited myself over. Yeah, guys, we have the chance to continue to go higher and higher. Yet we just keep failing. So we'll see, but this is not an eager start.
Me and my niggas tryna get it, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Hit that house, they tell me, is you with it, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Home invasion was persuasive. From 9 to 5, I know it's vacant, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Dreams of living life like rappers do. Back when condom rappers wasn't cool. They wasn't. I fucked Shireen and went to tell my bros. Then Usher Raymond let it burn came on. Hot sauce all that nighttime rhyming, yeah, bitch. Park the car.
I didn't calculate my drawdown correctly. I don't have all the way down into these lows, but we'll see how it shakes out.
You looking like an easy come up, yeah, bitch. A silver spoon, I know you come from, yeah, bitch. And that's a lifestyle that we never knew. Go at a revenue for the revenue. Holly Berry,
We shall see.
pick your poison, tell me what you do. Everybody go respect the shooter, but the one in front of the gun lives forever.
The one in front of the gun forever.
And I've been hustling all day, this away, that away, through canals and alleyways, just to say, money trees is the perfect place for shade. And
That's just how I feel. Nah.
$8 might just fuck your main bitch, that's just how I feel. Nah, $8 might say fuck them niggas that you game with, that's just how I feel. Nah, $8 might just make that lane switch, that's just how I feel. Nah, $8 might turn to $1 million and we all rich, that's just how I feel. Dreams of living life like rappers do. Bump that new E40.
I will say, guys, I won't be stabbing all day. I gave it my fair shake and shot on a couple of tries. If the market continues to hold under the opening print, we'll go back to the pre-market plan that I had, which under the opening print, we just weren't very interested, right? So we'll see how this shapes up. I'm going to give it its room to play out, but it does look like I'll either stop. And if I do, I might just call it a day rather than sit here and try and force action on something that is New York session lately has been this sideways. It's been hard, man. It's been hard, guys. There's no way around it. Hallelujah. Pick your poison up and let it do you.
Everybody go respect the shooter, but the one in front of the gun lives forever.
The one in front of the gun forever.
And I've been hustling all day, this away, that away, through canals and alleyways, just to say, money trees is the perfect place for shade, and that's just how I feel. Nah, $8 might just fuck your main bitch, that's just how I feel. Nah, $8 might say fuck them niggas that you game with.
That's just how. Nah.
$8 might just make that lane switch, that's just how I feel.
I miscalculated the stop size, so at 4,500, this will be liquidated.
Be the last one out to get this dough. No way, love one of you bucket-headed hoes. No way.
It could be setting a higher low to whoever just suggested that. It also, guys, I mean, look at the 15-minute. We're in a range. I went for the green bar thinking it might be the breakout. We're staying in the range. I'd love to get this follow through, but I'm not gonna sit here all day for it. I miscalculated my stop loss size here on this 4NQ entry.
Ain't no turkey on Thanksgiving. My homeboy just domed a nigga. I just hope the Lord forgive him. Pots with cocaine residue. Every day I'm hustling. What else is a thug to do when you eat cheese from the government? Gotta provide for my daughter and them. Get the fuck up out my way, bitch. Got that drum and I got them bands just like a parade, bitch. Drop that work stuck up in the bushes. Hope them boys don't see my stash. If they do tell the truth, this the last time you might see my ass. From the gardens where the grass ain't cut, them serpents lurking blood. Bitches selling pussy, niggas selling drugs, but it's all good.
I am willing to. That's the problem, guys. At some point in the near future, I'm probably just gonna leave the desk because, like, really soon. Just because the more I stick around, the more I will be willing to give it a shot because it deserves it. The daily chart looks so good that it deserves, and it's worthwhile trying a shot and putting on risk. But I don't really want to keep doing it if today's not the day. So if this stops me out, which it might just have done, then I'm just going to call it a day, most likely. I don't know how it hasn't stopped me out yet. All right, there we go. All right, guys, I am out, and I'm probably going to be done for now.
I just want to get out the house, man. This man is on one. He's feeling good.
And we'll see if anything else shapes up.
I'm trying to get my thing going, too. One of them Merlin house. Just bring my car back. Shit, he made it. He's feeling good. Look, listen to him.
Got a big old fat ass, girl. Girl, I want your body.
Yeah, guys, you can't really say that it hasn't shown strength or hasn't shown weakness. It's shown both.
He ain't even tripping off them dominoes no more. Just
It's like, it's just sideways. It's like, you can't be like, no, I'm waiting for it to show strength, though. It's just sideways. It's not that it hasn't shown strength. It's literally just sideways. Same way for shorts. You can't say, well, I'm waiting for weakness. It's already shown weakness. Why did I not get liquidated at 40? Did I have this on the wrong account? If I had this on an eval that was already partially passed, I'll be pissed. No, okay, cool. It just gave me extra drawdown for whatever reason. Did it? I have 2 TPT accounts that are like very close to being passed. So I'm hoping I didn't just accidentally use that one. I might have.
She had fish fries, cookouts for my child's birthday. I ain't invited, despite it. I show her the utmost respect when I fall through. All you do is defend that lady when I call you.
Oh my God, why does it keep disconnecting? Okay, so I thought I took that long on a fresh eval. Somehow I'm down 1,400 after that last long, which that doesn't make sense. I just lost like 5,000 or 6,000. So this must have been another one that I had already made progress on. Forever, ever, forever.
Forever never seems that long until you're grown and notice that the day by day ruler can't be too wrong. Miss Jackson, my intentions were good. I wish I could become a magician to abracadabra.
Oh my goodness. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong.
I pray so much about it, need some knee pads. It happened for a reason, one can't be mad. So know this, know that everything's cool. And yes, I will be present on the first day of school and graduation. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
I apologize.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. Look at the way he treats me. She look at the way you treat me. your little nose ass homegirl and got your ass sent up the creek, G. Without a pad on, you left the straddle and ride this thing on out. And the union girl ain't speaking no more, cause my dick all in, I'm out. I'm talking about jealousy, infidelity, envy, cheating, beating, and the N to the G, they be the same thing. But who you placing the blame on? You keep on singing that same song. Let bygones be bygones, you can go and get the hell on you and your mom. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
I still think this is the trade of the day, guys. I don't know. We'll see if it works out or plays out. But this is my theory for the trade of the day still. I am for real. This is the same eval I just tried. Apparently, I had already made progress on it, so. And I wish I had gotten filled where I really wanted to down here. That would have dramatically changed my risk to reward, but. Daddy ain't around, probably out committing felonies.
Now that'd be dope, tossed and turned in my sleep that night. Woke up the next morning, niggas stole my bike. Different day, same shit, ain't nothing good in the hood. I run away from this bitch and never come back if I could.
Hated the love of dome, the dome's on top. And I'm gonna shine on me until my heart stops. Go ahead, envy me.
I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
Hated the love of the underdogs on top. And I'm gonna shine on me until my heart stops.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. On the grill of my low rider, guns on both sides, right above the gold wires. I 4-5 them, kill a nigga on my song and really do it. That's the true meaning of a ghost rider. 10 G's to take your daughter out of Air Forces. Believe you me, homie.
Friday's high, overnight high, anything in there.
One phone call, had your body dumped in Marcy. I stay strapped like car seats, been banging since my little nigga Rob got killed for his Barclays. That's 10 years. I told Pooh in 95, I'll kill you if you try me for my Air Max 95s. Told Banks when I met him, I'ma ride, and if I gotta die.
Why did that take 6 years to fill? Oh well, this is a very aggressive little DJ Hours entry, but I wanted it. This is a rare instance, guys, where I have two of the same trades. I have the same trade on two different evals. Normally I do one at a time, but I like this being at the opening print. Now we're rejecting the opening print, so we'll see.
My mom's happy she ain't gotta pay the rent, and she got a red bow on that brand new Benz. Waiting on shot money to land sitting in the.
If we reject the opening print again, then I really give up. But
pockets going and Brenda still throwing babies in the garbage. I wanna know what's going on, like I hear Marvin. No school books, they use that wood to build coffins. Whenever I'm in the booth and I get exhausted, I think, what if Marie Baker got that abortion? I love you, Ma.
can't get any motion away from the open, guys. We are just glued to this opening print, man. I hate it. What did they do to my baby? New York used to be the most fun time ever to trade, and they have murdered my child. New York is now the worst session ever. I hate my life. I thought by switching away from a lucid eval and to a TPT eval, I'd guarantee a victory, but that's not the case, evidently.
Don't think about it too much, too much, too much. There's no need for us to rush it through.
All right, I'll get popped out of this in any second, and I'm just going to be done as soon as it hits another like 800 bucks. I'll have lost a lucid eval and a TPT eval on the day and some money on some options, and I'm just going to leave.
Done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the outro. Stuck in the house, need to get out more. I've been stacking up like I'm fundraising. Most people in my position get complacent, wanna come places with star girls and they end up on them front pages. I'm quiet with it, I just ride with it. Moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. I'm the only one that's putting shots up, and like a potluck, you need to come with it. Don't run from it. Like H-Town in the summertime, I keep it 100. Met a lot of girls in my time.
All right, tag me out. All right, guys, I'm done, man. I lost a couple evals. I lost an options trade, and I'm just going to leave because I don't want to get stuck in this. I mean, this is a nightmare. This is just going to be doop, 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 doop. So, all right, guys, I love you so much, but I'm not sticking around to watch this anymore. I hope you all have an amazing day. And that's it. I'm heading out. I'm gonna leave. So, I love you all, but I I gave it a fair shake and a shot for a daily chart 1, 2, 3. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Love you, and adios. Peace.